Hey YouTube, I'm just here with a video. Again, this is not financial advice, it's just my own opinion. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while, I just didn't really have anything to bring up. So I just wanted to share some news today, which I noticed about XRP. And if you're an XRP holder, like me, you're probably in a lot of pain with the price dropping down to 20 cents. It is quite a brutal dump. And I think XRP and Brad Garlinghouse is in a bit of a tough spot at the moment. They'll have to pull something out the bag to really keep the XRP army or holders happy to carry on holding their bags. And if not, then all hell could break loose. I just wanted to show you something that I noticed. So one thing that I've noticed in the cryptocurrency industry is that sometimes, when you start seeing news that is particularly bearish, and you see a lot of bearish news about a particular coin like XRP, and that is prevalent at the moment, you'll notice that I've noticed that essentially when it hits the peak bearishness, if you like, and the coin doesn't continue to dump, then I noticed that there usually is a bit of a spike that happens in the coin during that period of time. And some of the news that I've noticed was around, say for example, this one, XRP may drop to 8 cents, and this guy explains why it's a good thing. Essentially it's a great buying opportunity for people to get in at that price. But again, still this is bearish news for XRP. Another one essentially says Ripple ripe for a 17% dump after key support gives way. Again, another bearish news, and there's a lot of fear around XRP at the moment. So let me just show you something else. So this is just some of the transactions that are happening at the moment. And of course I noticed, over the last couple of days that most of the transactions have gone back to just occurring in the US. And there's a few small transactions that happen in Japan and Korea, and maybe a couple in Europe and Turkey, but that's about it. There's not a huge amount that is going all over the world. But there was just one chart I just wanted to show you very quickly, which I found very interesting. So this was posted up on TradingView, and just to give a thumbs up to this guy who put it up. Such taste, thank you very much for this chart. And I think this chart is really interesting in the way that he shows that essentially, we had this massive run up, and we had a massive peak around December 28. At the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. And to be honest with you, I see that mainly due to the run up in Bitcoin's price. I don't think there's anything special with XRP. XRP just pumped because Bitcoin pumped, just like every other coin in the crypto market. And then he's essentially saying, at the moment we're down in this blue area, and from what I can see, potentially I think we've probably dumped even further. So the figures on the right looks like it's gone down to 18 cents, which means that we're probably down in the grey area, and we haven't had the pump, so we're overdue according to this rainbow chart that this guy's put up. But interesting enough, the date that he shows for the potential pump is around July of 2020. And when I looked into this a bit further, I noticed I went into the charts. Sorry, not that chart. Let me just go on to the next one. So if I look at this, sorry about the pop-ups. But if you look at this chart, and if you ignore the massive spike in December 2017, beginning of 2018, completely ignore that chart. And if you look at June of 2017, and just before June, there was a small peak, and that peak looks smaller than it actually probably is because of the massive spike that we had in December. But then if you look at June 2018, and then you look just before that again, and again you have a bit of a peak. And then if you look at June 2019, again another peak. So with this chart, and if I go back to the other chart that we have here, again, this is showing that there's going to be a bit of a pump up in July. And if I go back to this chart, and I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an expert, but potentially it looks like the peaks are moving slowly to align with July. So that was quite just before June, in 2017. That was quite a bit before June 2018, and then that landed directly on June 2019. And potentially, if this plays out and the pattern continues, we may see another peak in June, July 2020. Again, this is completely speculation. I don't know if this is actually going to happen. It might. But yeah, I mean, being an XRP holder, is quite painful. I'm not going to lie. I'm with the rest of you. If you've still held on to your XRP, I probably will still keep holding my XRP for a long time. I'm not going to drop the bag because I still believe in the project. So again, not financial advice, but if you have any comments or any discussion points that you guys might like to bring up, please let me know in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video.